And this is good. This is good. So what's happening now is that we're taking charge of the new, but more accurately put, the better. And this thing has been working out as far as taking a thumbnail and just getting the card that Spirit wants as like the headliner. And so that was the Princess, or the Page of Pentacles. So this is pretty accurate, I'd say. Yep. I'm hearing a song in my head because I hear on the platter, dum dada, what is that song? It's with Total. It's with I Need to Know Where You Stand in this game called Love. I Know I Do. Something like that. What About You? That's crazy. Okay, so that's what we got here. Okay, there's some hidden messages in the background. Kind of like goat ibex or ibex level. Veering from behind the bigger plate. That's funny. Somebody's talented. That's insane. But there's also a guardian spirit, which is a Taurus, I think. A bull. Someone with strong Taurus placement. Anyway, give me a second. I chose a couple of different decks to bring into the car. And there's a lot of things that I'd like to talk about. Some will be on hush hush. I am contemplating on whether or not certain things should be told. But I'll let Spirit guide that, you know. Angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, my work, my health and wellness and essence, and that of my children's. Thanks so very much. You're doing awesome. So I welcome my most ethical light and love crew. And I think, as I move closer and closer to this leadership level, the head count becomes more and more scarce. And it's all okay, you know. That comes with the package. Not all are interested in that vibe. I think that's just like the fair way to put it, without saying anybody's like good or bad. Just not everybody's interested in that. But that goes with many things, right? So what matters is that I am interested in that. I'm interested in that level. Today I was gonna just roll out however I liked, and this is how I liked. It's cute. It's not anything too crazy. Just I never really wear this, and so I figured I already wore it once to work, and it has to have its time before it's retired off the laundry. And I don't know, just something about like kind of letting your hair down, just like letting things be however you like it. Okay, I'm not used to that kind of freedom. So what do we want to say? Oh, first off for my protectors, I'd like to say my most divine protectors, my most valued, committed, just grounded and how do you say it? The ones that hold high integrity, those gifted people, those gifted sentients. Also talking to my cosmic families, okay? Those beyond the veil. I invite them in. I invite them in, most particularly to my day job, my 9 to 5 work environment that pays a physical paycheck stub at this current moment. I invite you in to those avenues. I invite you in to any time I do work for them, so that you can see and you can make the appropriate adjustments. I invite you in to take a look and also make the appropriate shifts, communicate to the appropriate personnel, so that I don't have to be the bad guy. I can be the professional one. I don't have to talk about XYZs. I don't need to do any of that. So, now, the main focus, I just kept trying to reminded myself, constantly reminded myself until I actually said it, that I absolutely welcome them to my current working environment, because there's a lot of stuff going on. And I don't own that building. I don't own the desk that I sit in. I don't, according to, no. Well, remain professional. Remain professional, okay? But this is basically kind of waitress level, okay? Hopping tables, etc. I'd rather pop tables. So, oh my gosh, it's so sick. Hold on. There is a nasty spider on my... Give me a second. Let me fix this, okay? Give me a second. Come on.
Power on.
Get off of there. Hold on.
Connection.
Across my path, but I also have some other nasty energies coming through. Just like, I just know that this is a sign of like bullshit witchery, you know, people who think that they're high priestesses and want to take command, etc. You know what, let's just focus on our stuff, okay? I got stubble. Did you see them? Did you see my stubble? Oh, look on the bottom. It's 13. It's the death card. Dun, dun, dun. It's the death card. That's the bottom of the deck. Secret sauce. You know, I don't... How do I say it? Yeah, definitely there... Like, there was a smell of a dead mouse inside my garage. Very potent for the past few days. Ever since after trash day. And like, I think there's some kind of like maggot thing going on, because there's all kinds of flies in my garage as well, trying to come through. And they're all dumb flies though, you know what I mean? They're like the big kinds, but they're really dumb, which tells me about what kind of magic the other people are using. they kind of know the mechanics of the ways of how to do things, but their power is very like short-sighted, like dumb. And that's what I'm told to convey. In fact, there's someone walking around over here that has no business walking around here, that knows that she's bullshit. There's no reason why she should be here. And I get a lot of that around me now. So I can tell all when and as I need to. But for now, let's just see how things roll, okay? We got the death card here. And the wonderful thing about like these, you know, spiders that are coming through is that they're actually, the world is balancing out itself. You know, like they're catching the flies, you know? So there's like an overlay of magic being used, and like I said, there's crossovers as well. So there's people working on the other side that's, you know, working to counteract that magic, you know, those things, and so like they know. Do you like my armpit extra deodorant? Anyway, that's what's going on. So I feel very lucky to be where I'm at now. You know, it can be a little scary as far as what's gonna happen down the road, you know, but like spirits doing a wonderful job with me. Yeah, I heard a little beep right there. So let's go ahead and hold that over to the side. Okay. Yeah, see, things are balancing out. They're just being weighed right now, you know, the feather and whatever, the feather and the heart kind of deal. Because it was in reversal, so things are being weighed out right now. So I just gotta be chill and just do what I would like for the day. Right now, it's like the action-oriented side, the like focusing on the new things ahead, taking charge of these new things, and more accurately put, the better. So let's see what Spirit wants to convey to me. First off, who's here? Who's here that, like, even if it's a zero crowd listed on here, I know that there's something being played with here, something being monitored, that even though it might seem like it's a zero here, that there's definitely others. So tell me about that, Spirit. Like, what's going on with that? First off, I'm curious your input on that. Who's behind the scenes controlling like this thing? Because I got a couple of songs channeled in. One was Mazzy Star, Fade Into You, and then it was right after Santa Gold, Chasing Shadows. They were on 2 consecutive channels that I had in my feed, and so when I skipped over to the other, it was Fade Into You, and then the lyrics said something about you live your life chasing shadows or something like that, and it's like, or something like that. And so there's like an acknowledgement of these like gifted people saying that I am, like, how do I say it? I'm pursuing things that want to remain hidden and in the dark. So but people feel very inspired by that, or like, how do I say it? They respect it, but it's kind of like, it's kind of crazy the way to have one person, you know, go after that truth. But I know I'm not alone. So we have the king, the Koenig. Is that the king? Actually, I think this is the... I have to double check. I keep forgetting because I don't know my... I almost said Spanish. I don't know my German. Koenig. I'm assuming that's King of Pentacles in reverse. The Fool card in reverse. And 7. The Chariot in reverse. Yeah, most definitely. These are... Ooh, I got the Ace of Pentacles again on the bottom. Excellent. Koenig. So that's the Knight. Then how do you say king? King in German. No, König is king. Yeah. So that's the king. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Again, the Ace of Pentacles wanted to come through, so let's allow for that. Put it back on the header. Again, we have a polarization here. So, people who manipulate monies, I think this is like Wall Street people too. Because there's fluctuating energies here. And some are secretly going on a journey with me that are on that level. And they're just like parking to see what's up. But then there's also people who still continue to abuse the pentacle energy. They're bosses, but their energy isn't boss energy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Their energy as like boss is like controlling, like dictator, just someone who's really weak on the inside. So they try to make it up through the manifestations on the outskirts. So they're resistant to change. So they're immobile, they're stagnant, and soon to be obsoleted is what I'm hearing. So we got that there for these people who are kind of zeroed out here. Okay, but let's go ahead and go back to focusing where I'm at here, okay, guys? That's my main focus here. Focusing, taking charge of my better half. Okay, we got that. You got the King of Wands striking it, and the Four of Pentacles. That's good. This is taking full ownership of the power of my creativity. The dragon has been unleashed. This is also the Knight of Swords upgraded. There's a sense of urgency there. So much so, like there's so much power in it that it's almost like fast forward motion. The fear set in that vehicle, like that horse's eyes, is this very, very same as the Knight of Swords. That vehicle. Full ownership, but this is almost like Alcatraz. This castle is almost like Alcatraz. It's very secured. Yeah, high level security here. Okay, so that's for me. Excuse me. I wonder what my future holds. I've already thought about my rates, starting rates. And every time I bring up that number, every time I bring it up, there's like a fluctuation of a range. but it's indeed a starting point. And I sit with it. I sit with it, and at first I tried to like rationalize it in a sense of like defensiveness, because I know what people are used to and what people like, what their current threshold is. So I just let it sit for a little bit to see how I feel about it, not how other people feel about it. And every single time now, it's correct. It's correct. Like, I don't have to come up with any major rebuttal. Like, I know it's correct. And I just had to sit with it to see if I establish those rates based on other people or similar sentience, similar services. Did I establish those rates based on just crutched upon what other people have going on in their lives? And I'm like, initially it felt like that, but then logically the rationale behind it is like, that's a level of expertise. There's so much more that goes on behind it, behind the scenes. And it's not something that you there's no exact, like, how do I say it? The precision isn't there in the field that I work with in shutting it completely off. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like just 9 to 5. It's not like a hard stop. Even if you position it as so, there's a clearing that needs to happen as well. There's different phases of what I do, especially if it's on a one-to-one or one-to-group level. So I've thought about these things. Like, I like just keep like spending time with it, you know, just talking to it like it's another sentience. That's a relative, that's family, and I want to feel comfortable with it, and I want that, you know, that particular sentience to feel comfortable with me as far as what my capabilities are and my potential. So I've sat for it, I feel like, long enough. And a lot of people out there are encouraging me to put it down on paper, to get it started, to you know, and that's great with the like the cheer squad. Um, but I'll know when it's my time to do it. Like, I think there's a lot of ideas in people's heads, like thinking that, concerned that my thoughts revolve around possibly failing or this and that, and I kind of indulged in that kind of storyline for a little bit, just seeing like, do I really feel that way? And I don't. Like, I know my worth. I know what I put out there, and I can tell by how fast things flow, how eager certain opportunities in the past have been to secure me in the light that they have. Like, I know that I stand out from the others, and there's a certain, I'm not saying like everybody else like sucks, I'm just saying that there's a clear difference. There's a clear how do I say it? I'm a living asset. So I need to recognize that for myself. Okay. So that's where we're at right now. So although I have gratitude for what's here with my current job, my true profession holds a lot more weight than this specific role that continues to fluctuate even just after 2 weeks of being there. So it's time that I set protocols as well. I am worthy of that. And any party that I work with, they also know that. Not all parties choose to acknowledge, you know, worth, but I choose to. Okay. All right. Next, what's going on? And because of that, like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of people declining me because they don't see my worth. I'm not afraid if people make certain decisions based on fear or based on a bad taste in their mouth, you know, and not discerning what the causation truly is. I'm not scared of having to be put in another position where I have to bow down to anything but the truth. Like, I don't, to bow down to bullshit is like, I know that the people that I'm working with are not really down for that either. So all right. Okay. I mean, that's what I would like to think anyway. All right. So, taking charge of the new, aka better. 5 of Cups in reverse. So I've already, like, energetically said goodbye. Okay? I've energetically said goodbye. If I have to cut my losses, then it's not a big loss because I'm saving myself. I know that I'm saving my values, my principles, all the people that I protect, all the sentience that I protect. On behalf of all that I stand for, I've done my, I've said my goodbyes. I've made my peace, and I can move on from this. And hopefully, by the time I set foot in that environment again, if they should choose to keep me on board, then maybe things will change a bit. Maybe things will shift for the better. But I have to be able to give that chance. I can't dictate that for them. I'm working with other sentients out there, and that's just how life is. Like, if it's that much of a, like, an exact clean sweep, if it's that urgent that I decisions are made where I move into a different life path, that means that I did my job in its most exact, accurate form for spirit. That means that the towers that shall fall will fall sooner for them. That means that I get to escalate, like, elevate my situation for the better. That means that I aced it, like, almost instantaneously. So there's that. Okay. I was gonna go pick from the other deck, but I think I want to keep this one a little bit shorter. Oh, look, it's the tower. Holy smokes, the tower accentuated. So this is good. I've made firm decisions, and you know, excuse me. The a strange thing about this is that, like, I'm at a place that has good benefits. They have like, all of these things that I'm eligible for upon immediacy. And sometimes I have to weigh, okay, if I'm doing this thing, okay, pushing this thing through, I have to be able to regulate, okay, what are certain expenses as well? Like, I have to really boss up. Okay, so if I do my own thing, I won't have a 401k. I won't have pension. I won't have this and that. And those are the things that are foregone. But you build that also into your pricing as well, because energy is energy, and it is substantial for me to secure my investments. Like, I know I'm worthy, not just in the here and now, but also moving forward. I need to secure that. I am of value in order to recognize that. So that's how I'm going to move forward. If people don't see the worthiness in that, then they're not at the level that I can help them. They're not, I'm not at the level of willingness to help people who see me any differently. And that's the decision. Okay. That's the decision. It's 8. It's this is wait. It's listed as karma, but it's actually justice. So I'm doing myself justice with this, is what Spirit is saying. Things absolutely balance out. My ancestors are saying the same. You see that skull in the background? Right behind me. I've already put some thought into it. This is a growing lotus flower. We also see some things that feed off of like flies and dead, insects, like certain pests. We see that in the forefront. How interesting is that? That is absolutely awesome. So there's that. Okay. Anything else before we go? 31:31 was on the clock. Is it 31? Okay, yeah, it is. Anything else? Jesus Christ, what do you want to say to me? What do you want to say as far as taking charge of my new area of focus, aka better half. Ace of Wands in reversal and 3 of Swords. Huh. So there's some type of heartbreak knowledge in this, like the most positive sense in this. Spirit is like, Jesus is saying, like, you can say like, okay, face value, you might incur some loss, like it might be like targeted heartbreak energy for you. People might want to like dig you like deeper into the earth and just like say F you. You become very disrespectful, etc., etc., and they can sit on their high horse and then fall down because it just topples over, trying to be too top heavy. And I don't need to, like, I can just withdraw. I can withdraw my energy and focus it towards me. But then, because of this emphasis, Spirit is saying, or Jesus Christ is saying, like, I don't have to do the most with all of that. This is killer energy. This is killer magic within. So you reserve that, Tina, for yourself. Like, you got a lot going for yourself. So do not dumb yourself down based on how people acknowledge you to be. Yeah. So there's that. Okay. Bottom of the deck is 5 of Pentacles in reversal. Yeah, no lack mindset anymore. Now the top of the deck is 12 in reversal. So that's a Hangman in reverse. There's Jesus Christ right there. Full on awareness. Holy smokes. That is insane. That is insane. Whereas like if you're in Hangman mode, it's almost like the Antichrist, because of all the way you see the world, like in its true value. Like you're exposed, you're like objective, and you see like the world, certain environments for what it is. And it can be a rude awakening. This is a resurrection. Excellent. All right. Oh, what do we got? It's the Ace of Swords. It's the ultimate truth. It's the ultimate truth right there. We're doing great. So out of the clouds, out of all that haze, it's like I got it. Archangel Michael, I found your sword. and then it's like the scavenger hunt where Archangel Michael is saying, like, you can keep it. You can keep it. I can make another one, but that one, because you found it, it's for you, Tina. That's insane. It's also inscribed here. De Dutentir Intellectus. Or is it potentier, de potentier intellectus. Basically, the potent intellectual. That's what I'm getting out of that. In Latin, one more, I feel like. It's the Three of Cups. Holy smokes. They're saying hooray, hurrah. You don't even need to pull any more cards, Tina. This is all good. I don't know how this got out here, but we got the Five of Swords here. This is the absolute one-up. This is making the Eye of Horus, the Eye of Ra, like, so happy, like, tearful. Like, you did a, like, upstanding job. Tina, you did great. Okay, thank you. I think that's it for now. Yeah, that's it for now. This is excellent, actually. Okay. So, now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors, all my supporters, who have donated light and love, enlightened love, it's received and, appreciated. Definitely. Most definitely. So, upon closing these portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. Enlightened love. I close these portals in this reading.